Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at some fishes. Actually, so we're going to be specifically working at this tank and working on it and doing some updates on the pond. So first for the pond, there are no more tropical fish in here. You've only got your goldfish. There's a koi down there. There's actually a puke koi in here. I think there's like 3 or 4. But I cleaned this out. I cleaned out the filter. Everything is working perfectly. Great pond. It's been running for about a year now. Cost me like $300 altogether, I think, on a high price end to make it, to get everything running. So if you guys want to see that video, it's in the channel. Just check it out. Fun stuff. But I took all the tropical fish out and I put them in this tank right here. So this is a 20 gallon, just a regular 20 gallon, not a 20 long, not a 20 wide, just a 20 gallon. This is one of your most common tanks at your pet store, whether it's Petco, PetSmart, any type of like big name brands and stuff like that. We have some fish in there, and the tank that originally was here with the axolotls is now over here with our water dragon, who is sitting right there. Excuse my thumb. Hello. But yeah, he's right there, and he's now living in this 20 gallon. And I mist it every day, get him some few crickets in there, some mealworms, and he's loving it. Now the one downside I found so far, this heat lamp, the bulb in there is a little stronger than it needs to be for this big of a tank. So I have to mist this tank down every day, and I need to fill the water every day instead of every other day. But overall, that's okay. I will live with it. But back to the other fish. So over here, you've got a heater in here. It's not a strong heater. It's like a 10, 15. It might be a 20 gallon heater, but it'll last through the winter. And then in here, I have a cinder block, some driftwood, 2 filters that are in there for the algae eaters to eat on. But all the tropical fish are in here, and I'm not gonna lie, some of these fish I completely forgot I had. I'm not gonna lie, like you'd be surprised. So we've got some guppies in here that were just in the pond that I decided to take out. You got some red rosies. You got your one goldfish, rainbow shark, bala shark back there. There's grommies there, and in the back, that's a silver dollar.
Hello there.
There is a giant neon tetra in there. There is a Buenos Aires tetra. There's a Rasbora tetra. Oh, and then you guys know those giant algae eaters you get at the pet store. They're under here. So see how this is empty and that's plugged? Those are 2 giant fish. They're both 8 inches each, or about 8 inches. One's just about an inch bigger than the other, and they each weigh a half a pound. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you never let fish into the wild. These 2 are very stubborn. They can live out of water for about 3 or 4 hours. They can get up to 2 feet long, and they breed like nuts. It's crazy, almost like rabbits. But these guys are like your regular plecos or algae eaters that you get at the pet store for like $4 or $5. Never let them loose. That is what happens. But I don't let them loose. They're actually there to clean the pond in the summer of the algae because it gets so green. So they're all good. They're all safe. Everything's okay. So I got all the tropical fish in here for the pond, and now we're gonna move all those smaller platies, guppies, mollies, and stuff like that, the catfish and stuff. We're gonna set them up in tanks down here and up there, and yeah, get all this cleaned out and do some stuff. So we will get back to this after I clean this up, and it looks clean. I honestly, it looks disturbingly nasty, but let me clean this up really quick, and we'll get right back to it. Alrighty, so I think how I'm gonna do this to get all the fish set up is I'm gonna have this, I believe it is a 12 gallon tall. It's a newer type of tank that recently got released to the public from like all the big brand companies. I'm gonna put that in, put all the guppies, platies, mollies, the catfish most likely in that tank. And then I'm going to I'm going to clean this tank out because it was holding some quarantine fish, and I want to clean out the water because I don't trust quarantine water. So clean this tank completely, take some of those plants out, move this over here to this corner, and this tank will hold any other fish that I have, plus all my algae eaters as well. Alright guys, so I'll hop back after I clean that tank out, get that tank set up, and everything is ready to go for the fish. Alrighty, so after hours of work and stuff like that, we've got the tank set up. This tank has been re-cleaned. That's gonna be for all my algae eaters. This is gonna be for the catfish. This is gonna hold temporarily all the fish out of that green big giant tank outside that I'm gonna sell, and then it's gonna turn into a quarantine tank for whenever I get new fish. But this will have catfish, this will have algae eaters, and then I'll have a few, actually I have some betas or guppies in there right now. I don't know if you can see any. Yeah, I have a couple guppies in here already. Some nicer ones, some really nice colors that I think will do well in the future. So yeah, I've got catfish, algae eaters, fish I'm gonna sell within the next week, and that's what that green tank out there is. It's a outdoor money-making tank. I've made videos on it in the past. You guys can go check that out. And then I I got a grate on this, put a light, so now you guys can see in here a little better.
Nice.
So now you can see some of the fish. There's that goldfish, which I'm probably gonna leave in there just for the fun of it. Here's the algae eater, there's the other algae eater. There's the silver dollar back there. You gonna move? Come on. No, maybe? But yeah, so there's that. So now we are gonna go start netting fish from outside from that tank and put them in these 3 tanks here. Not that one, that's just holding something temporarily until I can get a video up on it. That's gonna be the next video, but no spoilers. We're gonna get to filling these tanks. So I'll be back when I start putting fish in, or after I put all the fish in and everything's cleaned out and you guys can see.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, as you can see, it is now dark, very, very dark. But the pond is right here. You can see the pipe that's been thrown. I threw a couple guppies in there just to keep the mosquitoes down. That tank is completely empty. We'll go look at it really quick. It is completely empty. There are no more fishies in there. You can't see really, but this is okay. Now we'll go back into the light. All right, so I found 1 or 2 more tropical fish in that tank that I threw in there by accident. So I put them in here. There's one. It's a zebra danio. Obviously, you got the other fish in there. So I got the tank set up. They're still dirty right now. This one's the most clean. So look at this really quick. I have algae eaters there. They're in here somewhere. Oh, there's one. Right there. I have what's called bristlenose plecos. Albino and regular. They're all in here. They're almost mature and they're almost ready to breed, but not just yet. So we'll see how they do. In here, we have all my catfish. So there's a catfish right there. There's another one that just moved, but they're albino catfish, albino koi catfish, and peppered koi catfish. And then I have a few just guppies and stuff like that to create poop and stuff, but to create a life in this tank. I'm selling all these fish. This is the money I'm making out of this tank. I'll sell this all. I want to say there's a little over 100 fish. I'll probably sell it for like 20 bucks. So $50 or 50 fish for 10 bucks, which is really good pricing. And there's still a lot of babies in there too, so that's not all of them, but there's that. And then here are all the fish I'm going to be keeping. Still a bit cloudy, but lots of pretty fish, a lot of beautiful fish. Yeah, those are the keeping for the winter, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hit the like button if you like this video. If you guys have questions, put them in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to watch more videos if you guys want to. You're not forced to, but we'd love to have you guys. And yeah, until next time, peace.